All right, let's talk about something real. Ever feel like you've got this entire English textbook crammed in your brain, but when it's time to actually speak, the words just disappear? Yeah, we're gonna fix that today. We're going from textbook to talk, taking all that knowledge and turning it into real, confident conversations. Let's jump right in. So, does this sound familiar? You know all the grammar, right? You've got the vocabulary lists down pat. But then you're in a real conversation and poof, your mind just goes blank. It freezes up. Hey, don't worry about it. That is a totally normal feeling, and it's exactly what we're here to tackle. There's this gap, right, between classroom English and coffee shop English. Well, our whole goal today is to build a bridge right over that gap. We're going to connect the dots between the formal stuff you learn in books and the actual practical English you need for, ordering a coffee, asking someone for directions, or just hanging out with a friend. Okay, so where do we even begin with all this? Well, we're going to start with the one topic you are the world's leading expert on, your own life. Seriously, we're going to build what I call your personal script, basically the story of your day. And because it's your story, you can tell it with total confidence. And we're not going to try to do it all at once. We'll just break your day down into 3 simple chunks: the morning routine, your work and travel, and then your evening. The whole idea here is to get a few key sentences for each part down so well that they become automatic. You won't even have to think about them, they'll just come out. So let's kick things off with the morning. A simple sentence like this is your first building block. And here's the real magic. Okay, you're not translating in your head, you're just describing what you actually do directly in English. It's your reality, your story. And see, we just build on that. What's next? Breakfast. And look, talking about what you ate isn't just some random practice sentence. It's a real conversation starter. Think about it. So many conversations start with these little everyday details. All right, so as your day moves on, your script does too. Now, this sentence is a fantastic example of a little trick. See how adding just one tiny word, sharp, makes it sound so much more specific and natural? That's the kind of thing that makes you sound instantly more fluent. Okay, let's fast forward to the evening. How do you wind down? This sentence here is perfect because it's got a little more detail. You're combining 2 things, eating and watching TV, in a really natural way. That's exactly how people talk in real life. And finally, we wrap up the day. With this sentence, you've done it. You've completed the whole cycle. You now have a full story of your day that you can tell from beginning to end. This script, this is your new home base for any conversation.
All right, so you've got your personal story down. You're feeling good. What's next? Well, now we take all that newfound confidence and we take it out into the real world. We're talking about handling those common, everyday situations with other people.
Let's start with a classic, the coffee shop. I mean, we've all been there, right? But look how simple and direct this is. You know what you want, and now you have the exact words to say it. Having a go-to phrase like this just totally removes that fear of freezing up when you get to the counter. Asking for directions, another perfect situation to have a plan for. And what's so great about this one is that you're actually preparing for both sides of the chat. You're learning the right thing to ask, but you're also training your ear to listen for those key phrases in the answer, like go straight or turn right. And it's the exact same idea at the grocery store. Look, you don't need to have some big, deep, complicated conversation. You just need to get something done. A simple question, a simple answer, boom, that's a win. And every single one of these little wins built up your confidence like crazy. Okay, so you've got your personal script, you're ready for those everyday scenarios. Now for the really fun part, the final step. This is where we add the polish. This is how we make you sound less like you're reading from a textbook and more like, well, more like you. Oh, I absolutely love this stuff. It's like upgrading your vocabulary. These little word swaps can make such a huge difference. It's all about the feeling, right? Grab my keys just sounds faster and more natural than I take my keys. And get into bed feels way more descriptive than just go to bed. These are the little secrets that make your English sound so much more authentic. Okay, now for what might be the single best trick in the book for sounding natural. It's called shadowing. And with this technique, you're not just learning words, you're learning the music of English. You just listen to a native speaker and repeat exactly what they say. You copy their rhythm, their tone, everything. It literally trains your mouth and your brain at the same time.
And hey, let's just take a second and remember why we're doing all this. The point isn't just to get the grammar right or pass some test. The real goal is to actually connect with people, to share your ideas, to hear their stories, and to have real, genuine conversations about real things. That's the whole point.
All right, so let's wrap this up and recap our path to fluency. This whole thing is really a journey from just learning English to actually living in English.
And it really all boils down to these 3 keys to sounding natural. Number 1, your script. Master telling the story of your day. Number 2, your scenarios. Get ready for those common, everyday interactions. And number 3, your sound. Use those natural vocabulary words and practice shadowing. That's it. That's your roadmap.
And one last thing, never forget this. A real conversation is so much more than just words. It's about asking questions, it's about listening, and honestly, just being friendly and smiling. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to show up. Sometimes a smile says more than a perfectly conjugated verb ever could.
So, I want to leave you with a question. A challenge, really. After everything we've talked about, what's just one conversation you're going to have a little differently today? Maybe you'll order your coffee with a bit more confidence. Or maybe you'll just share one sentence about your morning. Whatever it is, your journey to real confident English, it starts right now with your very next conversation.